Hello, welcome to 1995batman.com. Today we are looking at this, the Riddler Batman Forever final figure from Funko Pop Heroes, number 340. This has been out since about the middle of 2020, and I apologise for taking so long to get around to reviewing this. But one, I live in the UK and we get stuff a bit later than the US, and two, because of COVID, I didn't want to order this online. I wanted to actually wait and go out to an actual bricks and mortar toy shop and spend my money there. So there's the front, and there's the side, and there's the back, and there's the other side. Obviously this was part of, in 2020, Funko did figures for the villains of the Burton and Schumacher Batman movies. They did two Jokers, a Penguin and a Catwoman, a Riddler and a Two-Face, and a Mr. Freeze and a Poison Ivy. For some reason the Poison Ivy was a special price. I don't know, maybe they figured they weren't going to sell that many, but for some reason she was a little bit more expensive. And they did a couple of variants. They did some variants for the Joker, and they did a variant for Mr. Freeze. They did a sparkly Mr. Freeze, which is kind of cool. But anyway, we're talking about Riddler, so let's open this up and have a closer look at it. Get it out of the pack, throw that away, and there you have your Riddler figure. So as you can see, he is pretty well done and pretty cute. You know, I did not get the appeal of Funko Pops when they first turned up, and it really took it until they did something for a movie that I love that I was like, oh, you know what, I think I am going to get these. They capture the colours really well. Like, considering the simplicity of the design, they capture a lot of detail in there, and they capture it precisely. So the colour of the hair, for instance, yes, perfect. That is exactly the colour hair he has. The hat and the mask, the way they've captured it, kind of like he wore kind of like a kind of full kind of like body suit kind of thing, didn't he? And then just wore a jacket over the top for a couple of scenes. I think, actually, thinking about it, he was only really dressed like this in the scene where he turns up at Two-Face's hideout. I think for a lot of the other times he wasn't wearing the hat, or he wasn't wearing the jacket. He was just wearing the bodysuit. So that's kind of cool that they've kind of added kind of everything in. So the cane's really well done. The kind of leprechaun-y belt buckles on the shoes are very cool. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot else I can really say about this. Obviously there's no grin. For me, Jim Carrey is always about the grin and the cheekbones, and obviously that is the limitation of Funko, in that they tend to, well, I mean, sometimes they do add a mouth, sometimes they don't add a mouth, a lot of the times they don't. I think with this one, I don't know, I'm not quite getting the Jim Carrey-ness of it. Obviously they've done these kind of like half-moon kind of eyes, kind of just reduced them slightly. They're normally just kind of full round circles, but they've just kind of tweaked them a little bit to make it look a little bit like he's grinning, which is, you know, it just about works. Anyway, this is a cool figure. Look, if you like Batman Forever and you like Funko Pops, this is like a no-brainer. You've got to get one of these. They have released a Val Kilmer. They've now released Riddler and Two-Face. I don't know if they're going to do a Chris O'Donnell. I really hope they do. Obviously, they were just focusing on villains this year. I'd hope they'd try and get a Chris O'Donnell, because it would just be nice just to have all four as a set rather than just the villains. But yeah, let's compare him just to the Val Kilmer Batman for now, and then we can see how they just stack up. So there they are, side by side. They go together pretty well. Yeah, I like these a lot. We will be back next time to look at the Two-Face Funko Pop figure.